Hey everyone, so it's Ballet Post here, and today I'm going to be talking about finding your perfect shoe. These are my first shoes, and I've had them for a bit now, and I've realized that a lot of things I've changed about my shoes because they weren't that comfortable for me. Now, I did figure these out a little bit later on in my dancing, so it was a little bit off because the first shoes I tried on at the dance studio, I think I bought them because they were really comfortable. And these were these. The first thing that I tried on at the store, I think it was this shoe but in different size, but ended up getting the same brand and the same model. So I didn't really expand my horizons that much. I didn't try the 3/4 shank. I did not try a soft shank or anything like that. I just got this one. While I was at dance class, my shoes are pretty flexy. I don't know if that's bad. They're pretty flexy-ish, and I'm super comfortable in these. I don't have any problem with them. And one of the girls were like, "How do you go on that? That has no support. You're gonna hurt yourself." But my thing is that I'm a softie with the shoes. I realized that I like soft shank shoes, and the problem is that I got hard shank when for my first shoes. I believe these are harder shank. And so when I first wore them, they were all stiffy, and they took a really long time to break in compared to if I would just get a less strengthy shank. Now, what I also really want to try is the 3/4 shank. So basically, finding your shoe is trying on everything. That was my mistake. You need to try on the 3/4 shank, see if you just don't like the fact that your ankle's hanging. If you don't, try the full shank. You can see how hard it is. You can't bend it before you buy it, but just kind of like touch it a bit and see like how it's how the form it kind of is, and when you try it on, you'll kind of see how it feels. A lot of shoes have different, they all have different sizes for the toe area. You have to try all of them on. Like the lady, if or the man, whatever, if they are professional, like if they're actually very good with point shoes, they will say a quick thing that they think is best for you. They'll say, "Oh, Capezio Contempora," and then they'll give those to you in the size, and they'll just tell you to try it on, and then they'll say, "Oh, the back is too long. Oh, this other model has a shorter heel area. Okay, let's try that one." And then they might. It's just kind of how they guide you with it. They will say, "Oh, the box looks a little too big. This area is kind of flipping out a bit." And if you try it on with the silicone pads or whatever toe things you really use, they'll say, "Oh, even with these, it's too big. Let's try another size. Let's try a different jawstring. Let's try." They'll just keep going with from the information you give them. Like, since it was my first point shoes, they say, "What brand do you want?" I told the lady I don't know because I was researching brands, but I've never worn point shoes at that moment, so I don't know what to say. I don't know. Now, what I'm interested in trying for my second shoe fitting, which is pretty soon, I'm gonna end up trying maybe a Russian point because I've heard they are really nice, or I'll be trying a possibly a 3/4 shank maybe, or I will try to have something a little looser for my shoe type. And you learn these as you go. Your first point shoes will never be the one you stick with. I mean, I'm pretty interested in sticking with the same brand and model because these are extremely comfortable for me, and I'm pretty sure the salesperson knew what she was talking about when she said these are what I think are the best for your feet. Now, if the person that is fitting you just says, "What brand do you want? I'll take it out and I'll put it on your feet." And if you say, "I don't know," and they just say, "Okay, well, I just get this," that's not right. The lady told me your foot size is like this. You're a beginner, so the shank has to be like this. The box has to be like that. And so that kind of really pitched into what I bought. Um, and she looked like a very honest lady. You know how sometimes people don't care about the best for you, they just say like, oh, buy these, they're more expensive. She looked like she really cared about it, and she actually got my toe pads too for me, my little supports. She got the supports for me, she got everything, and I was trying everything that she gave me on, and I ended up liking it. You can research about brands, which I did too. This brand originally did interest me a bit because I was watching videos on people dancing with it, and I just thought it looked nice, but I ended up actually getting it. Not making the same mistake I did, you should probably try millions of brands because normally you pay for a fitting. Like, I paid, I think, $5 or $7 or something like that. $10 maybe. I paid $10 for a fitting. The thing is use the $10 wisely, because if you can get the perfect shoe for, for you, why not? Try different brands, different sizes. And if one thing feels off, don't just buy it. Say, this is feeling weird. Is this normal? They'll probably say no. When I first got my point shoes, when I stood up on them, I didn't feel anything. It didn't hurt, no pressure, nothing. I just stood. Because I wasn't technically standing on them because they were like this, and you kind of just go slouch out a bit like that, not with any technique, just standing in them like this. And I said, oh, I don't feel anything. Nothing hurts. So that's why I got them. If you say back here feels tight on flat, they will get you different size. If you go up and this is popping out, they will get you another size. It just depends on a bunch of factors like that. And normally the salesperson also matters. And so also with that. And I will keep you posted on the brand I get next, because sooner or later I'm going to change these. And also, I've been wearing them up pretty fast compared to other people in my class. A lot of people normally wear them out real quick if they're in an intensive class or if they go to dance every day. But I do not. But since at home I go around a bit, I am breaking them in a little too much now, and they're getting a little worn out. And I have to get new ones soon, as well as that. So what you should also do is, if you do the same thing as me and you still have your first point shoes and your point shoes are about to be kind of replaced, what you can do is you can cut a 3/4 shank or something like that. I'm going to do this, cut a 3/4 shank and see how it feels like. Because these will be your old point shoes, and it doesn't really matter that much since you will replace them soon. Like maybe the week before you replace them or something like that. I think it's a cool idea as an experiment to cut the shank off, like the 3/4 shank, and then you can wear it and see how weird it feels or how good it feels. And if you say, wow, this is great, you can try on a 3/4 shank for your next one. Brand also matters a bit too. When finding your perfect shoe, you have to consider a lot of factors. Like, you can research about this. Beginners, sometimes, like me, I'm technically a beginner. These are my first shoes. So I searched beginners, and they said, I think it was Blotch. Blotch, that it says is a little hard to get up for beginners. It's probably people with more ankle strength. It says this brand is easier for beginners. This one, even though it's pretty, it's Releve is a little bit more complicated. So a lot of those things matter, and you can search up a bit, and then you can give a preferred brand to the salesperson. Say, oh, I would like to try this brand because of this, and tell them your situation. I'm a beginner, I've never worn point shoes, my first time, and yada yada, and they'll help you out with that. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Follow my Twitter, ballet posts, and good luck with your first point shoes if you're getting them fitted for you, or if you're looking into them a bit. I started looking into point shoes maybe a month before I got them for real. Just looking at brands, looking at designs, looking at videos of people dance. Alright guys, so if you are getting your first point shoes or you're getting new ones, good luck with that, and okay, bye!